When social media companies censor information they deem to be misinformation that turns out to be absolutely true, information that could potentially lead to somebody developing a health problem, are they liable? That's the question I want to ask today. Over the past 2.5 years, social media companies have been actively censoring anything they deem to be misinformation, even when that information turns out to be true. Information that has been censored over the last 2.5 years could have actually led to better health choices for certain people, potentially cost lives, potentially led to people not being able to make informed choices. When that information is censored, removed, deleted, and people go and make choices because they were unable to access that information, who's liable? Is it the social media company? Is it the people advising the social media company? Are the social media companies even acting as platforms? I think they're acting as publishers. And at what point do we treat them as publishers? In the United States, social media companies largely benefit from Section 230 protections that protect them from being liable for anything published on their platform, because they are just that, a platform. Same as the phone company, because the phone company did not publish that information, somebody used them as a platform in order to convey that information. Now, social media platforms largely benefit from this protection because they are not meant to curate the content that's on their platforms. But they do. They actively do. They censor one side of any debate, one side of any argument, if it doesn't fit with whatever narrative the so-called activists working at the social media companies want to convey. And this becomes a problem because at what point do we say these people genuinely are publishers? Look at Twitter, for example, the amount of conservatives that they have censored. They censored a sitting president of the United States because of a narrative that they believed to be true. Coming back to my original question, when these social media companies censor information, actively censor information because they deem it to be misinformation, and yet several months down the line start allowing that information because it turns out it was bang on the money, it was true, it was accurate, at what point do they become liable for any potential harm that may have occurred because people were not allowed to access that information? And at what point do we start a lawsuit? At what point do people who have been injured or bereaved because they were not allowed access to certain sides of a debate turn on the social media companies and say, you had this information, you knew this information was there, people were conveying this information, you actively censored it? Who's liable? Is it the social media company? I'll leave that one up to you. If you've liked this video, then please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.